start the next example, I have to revise the properties of corresponding angle, interior angle and the alternate angle, as well as the properties of the vertically opposite angle and the property of the linear pair of angle. Then which are the properties of the corresponding angle? Corresponding angle, then the corresponding angle formed by the transversal are congruent, then alternate angle formed by the transversal are congruent, and interior angle are supplementary. These are the three properties of the three angles. Corresponding angles are congruent, alternate angles are congruent, and interior angles are supplementary. And what is the property of the vertically opposite angle? Vertically opposite angle, when two lines intersect at one vertex, that time the opposite angles are congruent. The property of vertically opposite angles are the vertically opposite angles are congruent. Then what is the property of linear pair of angle? What is the definition of linear pair of angle? The angle which has one common vertex, one common arm, and the uncommon arm form the straight angle, means the sum of the two angle is 180 degree. Then these are the properties of the some angles. Then you have to utilize that properties while solving the problem. In basic book you have to write that things, and after that you have to learn all these things, because that one is essential for the future. Then you have to start with practice set 2.2 question number 4. The given that line A is parallel to line B and line L is the transversal. Very easy problem. Line A is parallel to line B and L is the transversal. With this transversal, these angles are formed. Then this angle is given. This angle is 105. You have to find out angle X, angle Y and angle Z. Then you have to utilize the property and you have to find out all these things. If these lines are parallel due to the transversal, you have to divide this problem into three parts. This one is the first part, this one is the second part, and this one is the third part. In first part you have to find out X, in second part you have to find out Y, and in third part you have to find out Z. Then how you will find out X, Y, Z, that you have to see. If you will observe, at that time due to the transversal L, and these are the two parallel lines, due to the transversal L, this 105 and X are the corresponding angle. If you will observe, this 105 and X are the corresponding angle. And what is the property of corresponding angle? Corresponding angles are congruent. If this angle is 105, at that time X is also 105. I will write this as, this angle will also 105. And if this is 105, at that time this X and Y, due to the transversal, this line AB, this line B and line L will intersect at one common vertex. At that time this and this angles are the vertically opposite angle. And what is the property of vertically opposite angle? They are congruent. If this angle is 105, at that time this angle will also 105. This is the second part. How you will find out X? This 105 and X are the corresponding angle. If this is 105 degree, at that time this is also 105 degree. Then if this one is 105, at that time this one is also 105, because these both the angles are X and Y are the vertically opposite angle. And what is the property of vertically opposite angle? Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Then I wrote like this, line A is parallel to line B and line L is the transversal. Due to the transversal, this 105 and X are the corresponding angle. And by the property of corresponding angle, X is equal to 105 degree. And what I wrote? Corresponding angles are congruent. Then in first part we are getting X. In second part you have to find out Y. Angle X and angle Y are the vertically opposite angle. X and Y are the vertically opposite angle. Then by the property of vertically opposite angle, angle X is equal to angle Y. And what is the reason? Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Then, but angle X is equal to, here angle X is equal to 105 degree. Then angle Y is equal to also 105 degree. Here you have to utilize the vertically opposite property. Vertically opposite angles are congruent. Then you have to find out by the third part you have to find out Z. If you will remove this figure and if you will observe this figure, at that time this 105 and Z, these are the linear pair of angles. This figure is like this. This figure is like this. This angle is 105 and this one is Z. At that time this angle and this angle are the linear pair of angles, because they have one common vertex one common arm, and these uncommon arms form the straight angle. This sum of this angle will come 180 degree. Everybody understand? So I will say that angle Z and 105, angle Z and 105 are the linear pair of angle. And by the property of linear pair of angle, 105 plus Z, 1 Z plus 105 or 105 plus Z is equal to 180 degree. And what I wrote the reason? Sum of linear pair of angle is 180 degree. Then you have to find out angle Z, you have to transpose 105 from left to right. This plus 105 becomes minus 105. 180 minus 105 is equal to 75 degree. From that we got this is Z. So Z is equal to 105 degree. So x is equal to how much is the x? X is equal to 105 degree. Y is equal to how much is the y? Y is equal to 105 degree. And how much is the z? Z is equal to 75 degree. In this way, you have to solve the problem. I think you understand all these things. You have to write all these things in the notebook. And I will say that I will call the book for checking. So you have to complete each and every example in the notebook. Everybody understand? Thank you.